to see your beautiful faces
Amazing.
today. We have such a fun-packed session for you today. What are you doing? Just ignore her. Okay, fun-packed session with games. We have a Bible story that is happening. Are you doing this for any reason whatsoever?
Yeah, I forgot my trumpet, so I brought a kazoo. Because our story today, there's a trumpet in it. Well, lots of trumpets.
Lots of trumpets.
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to be looking at an amazing guy called Gideon, actually, today. So, shall we get on with it?
We probably should.
Yeah, I think we should.
Are you ready for a game?
Always game for a game.
Yeah, I'll do a game.
Okay, so I am going to show you a picture, but it is going to only be a small part of this picture. It's going to be zoomed in, and then...
Hope it's not a zoom in on my nose. Or
no. It's going to gradually zoom out so you can see more and more of the picture. The first person to guess it is going to win.
Oh, I like this.
Okay, and you can join in as well and see if you can guess it before they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for number one?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go for it.
Number one.
Ooh.
What do you think it is?
Is it a tree trunk?
No.
Is it the M&Ms?
No.
Is it like a wooden floor?
No.
Is it tiles on the floor?
No.
Ooh.
Is it like the side on the glasses?
Oh
No.
I know.
It's zooming out now.
Is it a tortoise shell?
Not quite.
Is it a turtle?
It's a turtle!
Oh,
It is a
so
turtle!
close.
Woo! Well done.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
I
you.
wonder if you got it faster. They might have done, you know.
Tabz did help me.
They might have done. That's true. Okay, you ready for number two?
Okay.
What is it?
A hula hoop?
No.
Is it like is it a pipe? Like an orange pipe?
It's not.
Is it?
Oh, it's zooming out.
Oh no, it's a bike.
Oh.
It's a bike.
You got it!
Yeah.
I thought I'd confuse you with the orange wheels.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did.
Okay, are you ready? Number three. It's coming. What is it?
Oh, is it a grandma?
Is it?
No, it's not. Actually.
Is it Albert Einstein?
No,
No.
it's not.
Is it my dad?
No,
No.
it's not your dad. Don't
Is
show
it-
that to your dad.
Is it like a rug?
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you can
Oh,
see it
go,
more
it's some
now.
sort of animal.
Oh,
It is.
Oh,
Is it a goat?
Is it? No, it's a
Not
sheep.
goat. Yes,
Sheep.
it's a sheep.
Oh,
It's a
it's a
sheep. Way. Well done. Okay, next one.
Okay. Is it a rhino?
No.
An elephant.
No.
Is it a beaver?
No.
A horse.
No.
Is it a tree?
No.
Or there's a bit of a like crease there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of crack.
Wrinkles. Is it wrinkles?
Something wrinkly.
It is wrinkly, but it's not
Is
a
it
thing
another old
personally.
person?
No.
Oh. Is it a sofa?
Yes, it's a sofa.
Yes.
Way.
Oh,
Well
okay.
done. You both did pretty well with that.
We did.
And you might have done even better than them, actually.
Probably.
So let's give you all a big round of applause. You know what time it is, don't you?
Oh, I know. It's time
Yeah.
for another game.
No.
Oh no, it's story time.
It is story
It's
time.
story time.
It's story time.
From Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible.
You are right.
Oh.
And this one, it's got a really interesting title.
Okay.
It's called Trumpets and Jars and Torches.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
We better see what that's about
Yeah.
then, shall we? Yeah.
Let's go. Trumpets and jars and torches. Gideon hid in a winepress trembling, beating out flour from wheat. Midian's soldiers had conquered his land and left him with little to eat.
Greetings, brave man, an angel said, calling into the press. Are you talking to me? Frightened Gideon asked. I think you've confused the address.
You are chosen by God, the angel replied, to drive out the Midianites. So God will be with you each step of the way and help you to win this fight.
Show me a sign, trembling Gideon begged him. I'll put out a sheepskin tonight, wet it and soak it, all covered with dew, but leave the ground around it dry.
So God soaked the fleece like Gideon said, left it sitting upon dry ground. But unconvinced, Gideon cheekily asked, could you do it the other way round?
So God wet the ground and let the fleece dry, and that did the trick for Gideon. And that's when he went to gather an army and lead them in war against Midian.
I'm sorry, God said, your army's too big. I want you to trust in me. So let it be known that if anyone's scared, he can go home as quick as can be.
22,000 soldiers went home. Gideon wanted to cry. I know you won't like this, God announced, but your numbers are still far too high.
Lead all of your soldiers down to the river. Watch how they take a drink. Keep only the men who scoop up the water. Your numbers will certainly shrink.
Just 300 men were all that remained. Gideon shook his head. He picked up his sword. I'm sorry, said God. I've got better weapons instead.
Give all of your men a trumpet and hide, a torch in a big clay jar. Then go to the enemy camp late at night, and that's where we'll win this war.
So Gideon went to the Midian camp, and every man broke his jar, and torches shone bright, and trumpets blew loud, frightening and bizarre.
The Midianites were surprised and bewildered and swinging their swords about, finished up fighting, confused with each other, taking their own men out.
So Gideon ended up winning that night, an unlikely battle star, with 300 men and one great big god, and trumpets and torches and jars.
Trumpets and jars and torches. Trumpets and torches and jars. Those are the weapons that God gave Gideon. Trumpets and torches and jars. Are you ready for a Tabz versus Emily musical challenge?
Musical challenge.
A musical challenge.
He's really good at music, so I think this might be slightly unfair.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so one at a time. You're going to take it in turns to name a musical instrument.
Oh no, this is music knowledge.
If
I'm not good at this.
you name the same one that has already been said,
Okay.
you can't think of one, or you hesitate for longer than 5 seconds,
Okay.
the other person wins.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you accepting my challenge?
I think so.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
Just about. Just about. You're going first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Piano,
Violin.
harpsichord,
Harmonica.
organ,
Cello.
drums,
Flute.
bass,
Clarinet.
double bass,
Trumpet.
cornet,
I was going to say that. Trombone.
tuba,
Euphonium.
Yeah.
djembe,
Harp.
bongos,
Electric guitar.
penny whistle,
A kazoo.
harmonica.
I've already said harmonica.
She said harmonica. That means Emily wins.
Oh wow!
Yay! Well done, Emily.
Well done.
Good job.
Get me.
And hopefully, you might have guessed some others that they didn't say as well. You never know.
Yeah.
Banjo,
Brilliant. Good job, Emily.
Thank you.
sitar.
Yeah, you can stop now. 'Cause-
There's loads that I should have said.
yeah, it's true.
Just need to listen to Emily more. Funnily
Wow.
enough, that's what we're doing next.
So I have a question for you. Do you want to make a difference in this world? Not just see whether you can beat the world record for the largest collection of rubber ducks, which is currently held by a lady called Charlotte Lee, with having 5,631 different types of rubber ducks. Though that would be very impressive to see. But this is to make a difference in this world that is life changing for others. But you may think that you'll have to wait because you're too young. Or you may think that no one will listen to you because you are not seen as important. You may think that you wouldn't know what to do. Well, in this session, I'm going to give you some inspiration from inspiring people. Now, the first is Gideon from our Bible story. Now, this was a guy that God used in big and mighty ways to make a difference in this world. Gideon listened to what God instructed him to do and obediently did what God told him to do. And by doing this, we see that the fight was won. And in the story, we heard Bob Hartman, shout out to him, okay, described Gideon as an unlikely battle star. I wonder why an unlikely star? Well, let's do a bit of rewinding before this all even happened. When the angel of the Lord came and sat by Gideon, when he was beating flour, the angel said, "Mighty hero, the Lord is with you." Now Gideon gets very confused as to why God has chosen him for this great big task. Because actually, out of all the tribes, like 12 of them, his is seen as the weakest. And in his family, he is seen as the least. What could he do? But the angel pointed out two things to him. The first is when he greeted Gideon. He greeted him as hero. You don't call someone a hero unless you truly believe they are and can be. The second is God says, go with the strength you have. God could see the potential and the ability inside of Gideon. God saw Gideon's heart and the passion he had for the people of Israel. God didn't see his status as a barrier in making a difference. He didn't see his age as a barrier for making a difference. He didn't see that everyone else saw Gideon as the least in his family as a barrier for making a difference. God saw Gideon's heart and willingness in wanting to make a difference. Now, I honestly believe that everyone can make a difference in this world, no matter of all the different barriers that may seem in the way. Here are a few people that I consider as heroes that have overcome barriers to do just that, to change the world. The first one, he is called Derek Kayongo. What an amazing name. Now, Derek was a refugee who fled from Uganda to Kenya. Now, they are two different countries in Africa. And the reason why he fled Uganda was due to war that was happening there. He then got a scholarship at a university in America. And when he arrived in the country, he stayed in a hotel. And he noticed that his bar of soap changed every day. He learned that 800 million bars of used hotel soap are thrown away each year in just America. So Derek set off on a mission. He would go around hotels collecting used soap. He would shave the outer layer off so that it was all clean and hygienic. Then he would melt that soap down into bigger bars and would box them up and would send them to areas that really needed those bars of soap. These bars of soap provide a source of education on hygiene, meaning that people live, because there are 2 million children that die each year due to poor sanitation, mainly because they can't wash their hands with soap. But these bars of soap provide a source of hope. Who thought soap? Now Derek, he had many barriers. You could say one of them was his childhood, which wasn't the happiest. You could say that one of the barriers was he was a former refugee. His lack of resources at the beginning to create this project. Yet his heart to make a difference has meant that so many children and families are safe from diseases that otherwise would have killed them. If it wasn't for that bar of soap, would you say he was a hero? Now, a girl that we're going to introduce to you is Jessica Joy. She was a fun, loving life little girl who sadly got ill and died. But when she found out that she was ill, she asked her parents a simple question: how can I help them? Meaning the other children that stayed long term in the hospital. And from that question, the response was joy jars, which are plastic jars filled with toys, games, craft bits, sweets, and loads more. Before Jessica died, she had filled over 3,000 jars with family and friends, given to different patients across hospitals. But this did not stop. She has an amazing legacy. At the end of 2019, over 300,000 joy jars have been made to give to other children with cancer across over 40 different countries. Jessica could be seen as having many barriers. Her illness being the main one, and even her age. But that did not stop her. Her heart was to make a difference in this world, in which she could put a smile on a child's face when they received that joy jar. Would you say she was a hero? Now, those two people are definitely heroes to me. But I want you to know this, that those two people did make a difference and are still continuing to make a difference. But you can make a difference. Don't let any barriers hold you back. Find what is really important to you and you want to see a change, and then do it. Talk with a trusted adult who may be able to help you or knows someone else that could help you. But I know that sometimes the biggest world-changing thing you can do is by simply giving someone a smile. Now, Gideon was known as a hero. Derek Kayongo is my hero. Jessica Joy is one of my heroes. Do you want to be known as a hero by having a heart for people and making the world a better place? Now, I'm going to finish by praying. And praying is just chatting to God. And I'm just going to ask that he helps us make a difference in this world. God, I thank you for Gideon. I thank you for the amazing example he is. That he is someone that has a heart for the people around him. And that he wanted to see a change happen for good. That you recognized him as a hero. And God, I thank you that you give each and every one of us an opportunity to make a difference in this world. And I ask that you help us do that. That you will show us what we are passionate about. That you will show us how we can go about it. And which is the trusted adult we should approach. Amen.
Well, we've had some fun today.
We have indeed.
And we've thought about something really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I love that, like, anyone can make a difference, no matter where they're from, no matter who they are, no matter how old they are.
Yep.
So, hopefully you will chat to somebody that you trust to be able to share what your ideas are for how you can change the world. So thank you for that. I really enjoyed that. We had good fun today.
We have had
good fun. We will see you next time for more fun and more thoughts and more stories and all that. See you soon.
Bye!